What's going on, everybody? This is Cloud Makes the Switch, and I'm here with some Yo, we just covered this yesterday, guys. We just legit covered this yesterday, and I was freaking out because Nintendo is like, we're going to announce characters all the time. Like, what is going on? And then right after they drop that bomb, we get a new character reveal. We got a new character reveal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, dudes. Are you seeing this? We got this new fighter reveal named Helix. Nintendo has steadily been revealing some new information about ARMS recently, mostly through the game's official Japanese Twitter account. It's been introducing stuff like alternate costumes, but nothing too major. Today, however, they revealed an entirely new fighter, Helix! Turns out in the lab stage that has been showcased a lot lately is his home stage, as Helix seems to be a creation from the laboratory. His design is inspired by DNA. He is literally called the DNA Man in the Japanese version. Check out his reveal trailer. Go to Nintendo and watch that Helix trailer. I'm not going to show it on my channel because they will hit me with a copyright, and that ain't right, but they do. Look at this guy, though. Look at this guy, though. Look at this Helix, though. Oh, my. You know what he looks like? He looks like that dude from League of Legends. What's his name? Zach? He looks like Zach from League of Legends. Let's find Zach real quick. Let me give you a quick comparison of this guy. Zach, League of Legends. This is what he looks like. He looks like this guy. Look at him. Do you see the similarities a little bit? See the similarities? He looks like Zach. This is inspired by Zach. You know what else he's inspired by? He's inspired by Flubber. Now, if you remember Robert Williams, rest his soul, he made the movie called Flubber. He looks like he has a little, you know, a cousin. You know, they look like cousins and relatives. You know, he grew up. Flubber has grown up, and he is now in ARMS. Everybody. And he also does look like Zach. So I'm hyped. This dude looks fun to play with. I don't know, man. He's going to be sick. It's the Flubber, man. Flubber as an adult. We're going to get back into other news, though. We got one more news to cover today. Capcom is highlighting Switch promoting. Whatever that title is supposed to mean. But what I'm getting from it is Capcom is claiming full party support for the Nintendo Switch. It says in the article, Capcom has yet to fully jump on the Switch. We know that because they only really got one game coming out for it, which is Ultra Street Fighter 2. It doesn't come out till May, and there's no other games that have been announced by them so far, by the publisher, which is Capcom. And it looks like it'll be changing soon. In the latest financial report, Capcom highlights multi-platform development, and Switch is listed as a platform, baby. You ain't got to worry about no Wii U tactics. We don't have to worry about no Wii U tactics because the Switch is selling out. No Wii U tactics. And we got one more thing to talk about today. I really wasn't going to talk about this, but Capcom is supporting the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch Records. Why are we still looking at Flubber? Hold on, I gotta type in what I was gonna type in. This is what I wanted to talk about, guys. You probably knew this was coming. You knew this was coming, guys. You knew that I was going to talk about this. Let me. Can I increase this? Zoom up. Zoom up. So, you know what I'm talking about here, guys. The new Nintendo 2DS XL. Can we get a better picture? A little better. There we go. Let's look at that one. Yeah, we don't need to look at that. We could look at this. All right, that looks a lot better. It looks a lot more fresh, a lot more crisp. So let me just talk about this a little bit, guys. Let's just talk about this a little bit. Like, we got Capcom dropping full support for Switch. A bunch of companies dropping full support for Switch. We know the Switch is about to start selling like hot cake, hot tamales. And we already know it's breaking records. If you've seen that video yesterday, the sales crashed the world. No devs can't even find the Switch. People are going crazy trying to find the Switch. Amazon Prime sold out in like 5 minutes. These Switches are gone. They are switching out and switching off the store shelves. You know what I'm saying? People are switching them into their pockets. People are buying these things. Roundhouse kicking these people for these Switches. These Switches is making Switches out the stores into people's pockets. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's crazy out here, dude. It's crazy. We got to get hyped out here. And then, out of nowhere, like a phoenix in the ashes that rises, a Nintendo 2DS XL was announced. Can you believe this? Nintendo, we know what you're doing. We know what you're doing here. This is going to be the last iteration of the 3DS, 2DS family. They are dropping it. There's a lot of games coming out. Yes, there is. There's a lot of games coming out. Yes, there is. But how much longer will they support it? Another year? And don't go crazy saying, oh, why would they do that for another year? But think about it, dude. The library of the 3DS is huge. Huge. The install base is huge. And it's growing. But Switch is growing now. You can't have two handhelds clash. Two handhelds clash. You know what I'm saying? One is a dedicated handheld while the other is a hybrid. We're not going to say it's a home console. I don't care what the argument is. It's not a home console. It is a hybrid definition of both. If you don't like that comment, then I don't care, because guess what? It's not a home console. It's not a handheld console. It's a fraction of both, which means hybrid. Now that we got that solved and out of the way, we can continue with the news. Now, I don't really have a rant for this because I'm looking at it from their business perspective. And from a business perspective, it is a very, very great opportunity to cash in on some quick sale monies. You know, when you got a product that is selling like crazy and it's near the end of its lifespan, the last result, the last tactic to do is milk it for more money. It's a common business practice. Here you see a shiny, oh my good, fire system here at a cheap price of $149, half of the Switch, with a library of games that has more games coming out this year. Now, it was common practice when the PS4 came out. PS3 was still getting support. When the PS3 came out, PS2 was getting support. So it's common practice for the companies to support their previous hardware to a degree. With this coming out, this guarantees at least another year and a half, maybe even 2 years. Because you got to think, Switch just came out this year. So there won't be another iteration for Switch probably till like 2 years and a half. Maybe there'll be a Switch 2 or a Switch XL or I don't know, Switch Mini maybe. I don't know, dudes. Or maybe just a Switch 2 with better hardware, better specs and stuff like that. So we're not going to see anything crazy, you know, till at least another 2 or 3 years, because this thing got to get off the ground. You know what I'm saying? The Switch needs a library of games here. So just look how long the 3DS lasted, and it's still here. So this thing could last another year or two, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years tops. But other than that, it is on its way out. I see this as a last attempt to milk for more. That's why it's half of the Switch. It does look tremendously beautiful. And a part of me wants it, but a part of me doesn't, because I really don't need it. I have a 3DS. But it does look nice. So it's really for people that either don't have one yet, waiting, or just want to add some sexy one to their collection. And don't think people don't do that. Go on YouTube and you'll see YouTubers with like 9 different 3DSs, all different versions, IPS screens, TN screens, whatever the hell you want to call it. They be hunting for these things. Now, the only thing is, it doesn't really look like what kind of screens you're going to get, so I can't tell you that. The funny thing is, a lot of people have been speculating that it looks just like a cell phone on the top of it. You know, it kind of does, but it's what it is, bro. You're getting an ill console for about 150 bills. Like, now, so stop ranting and raving and crying over it. This is a common business practice just being exercised here. They are going to milk the rest of the 3DS library by announcing this, which guarantees at least another year and a half to 2 years tops of it being on the market. But you gotta understand that their primary focus right now is the Switch. So don't go, oh, Nintendo's dumb. This is how I know the Switch sucks, because you can't even use that argument anymore. If you look at my last video, the Switch is blowing up the world, dude. People are going crazy for this thing. So it is selling. There's no need to worry about it. And, you know, just have fun, kick back, get in your Nintendo stuff and do your thing stuff. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying. Anyway. But I think we just discussed all of different news. There's a white version coming too. Oh my goodness, I didn't see that coming. We gotta look at this one real quick. Surprise! Nintendo's got a white one. Oh my goodness, I just want it now. The white and gold. Oh my goodness. White and orange. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't look at it no more. I'm going to go buy one. Anyway, guys, we're going to go back to my channel here. So if you want to come join me and rock out everything Switch related, make sure you hit that subscribe button right here. I'm Cloud Makes the Switch, and I made the Switch, and so can you. Make sure you leave a comment below and discuss your opinions and thoughts. I'm a new channel and I read and respond to every comment. And if you want to support your boy, give a like, because every like helps increase the video to get views, baby. Because YouTube bases their algorithm on activity in the video. So make sure you help your boy out. And even if that was over the top, I upload, because out here we ain't fearing no man, because all I fear is God. Peace.